see it. Did you change the audio?
That's what I was about to do.
Oh.
Audio, say desktop.
So, is it really trifling?
Wait, hold on. How we
What?
change the audio?
Are you sure?
Audio.
What are you doing?
Audio input, cache it.
Let me check.
Audio input. It don't say desktop audio, so.
Okay, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, let me check.
Please do.
But like, is it really trifling if I get on Christian Mingle?
The fact you gotta ask that, I'm gonna assume it's trifling. I think it's trifling. Okay, we good. I can hear. It's definitely, to me, it's definitely trifling.
Because I have to ask.
Because one, why are you going to a website catered to a specific group of people to date a specific?
I mean,
group of
women do it on Tinder all the time. Tinder's for hookups, and they get on there. I'm looking for a relationship. Don't match with me if you just.
Who said Tinder was specifically for hookup?
That is the mood that I get from people.
But it. Doesn't say on the official Tinder website.
Let's check. Let's check.
Come here to hook up.
Let's check what it says on the official Tinder website. This entry is crazy.
What you mean?
Like just straight to like dating apps and stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm not.
Why you blah 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 blah.
I know I'm stuttering and stuff. I'm not familiar with dating apps. I haven't been on a dating app ever in life.
Products.
Yeah, so I'm not the familiar one when it comes to dating apps. That would be you. But I'm all for learning. Not that I'm going to partake, but I'm all for learning, seeing what y'all got to say about the situation. So what does Tinder say? You ain't there yet?
I'm reading it.
If it say this is for hookups,
it doesn't say that.
Then I'm with you. But if it don't,
it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
Okay.
It doesn't say that. I can't even say that it says it's for hookups. I can't even say that. But if I get on Christian Mingle and say I'm not a Christian,
they're gonna be like, "Why are you here?"
Why not?
Because this is for Christians that have something in common, which is their religion, and they want to mingle and they want to,
I'm getting on Christian Mingle.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm joking. I'm not getting on Christian Mingle.
I'm getting on Christian Mingle.
I'm not about to get on Christian Mingle. I did.
Get on?
I'm on enough already.
Got it.
I was So Coffee Meets Bagel, they changed their app, right?
Can you pass me a tissue, please, or pass me the tissue right there. You said coffee what?
Coffee Meets Bagel is a dating app.
That shit sound like a a place where you go get coffees and bagels.
It does, doesn't it? You should probably plug that computer in. Here, put the thing on you so I could like go over there and plug it in. Yeah.
So I don't know anything about coffee meeting a bagel. It sounds crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The name sounds freaky as hell. As I plug this in.
But why I brought up Coffee Meets Bagel though? Like I was on there, and they used to do Facebook authentication, right? But they stopped doing that. You have to authenticate with like your cell phone number,
passkey or whatever.
Yeah,
2-factor authentication.
Yeah, that BS.
Yeah,
that I hate criminals, but that's another story. So when I was signing back up again, I put that I was looking for casual, and they're like, "Are you sure you want to sign up for our app? There are other apps for that." I was like,
"Coffees and bagels."
Yeah, I was like, "Who are y'all to tell me if I could be on here or not?" Granted, it's their app.
I'm about to say,
granted, it's their app, but it's just like.
Do you think they're trying to clean it up? You think everything's going like PC?
Politically correct?
Like all like apps and all TV shows kind of like going PC. Even with YouTube, how they like blank out all like cuss words and stuff like that. You think everything is just like going?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably.
Parental advisory.
I don't care. I met my French bread on Coffee Meets Bagel.
I don't like the sinister look you just gave me.
What sinister look?
I don't like this.
I'm just saying.
I don't like that sinister look you just gave me.
Coffee Meets Bagels trying to kick me off their platform
because you a freak.
But I met my girlfriend on their app.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Touche.
You know what's funny though? Like, so yes, on the apps, I put that I'm looking for something casual. Literally, my profile is currently Bumble. Bumble says it's best. Intimacy without commitment. That's on my profiles right now, right? However, the thing that I think a lot of people fail to realize is every relationship is casual until it's not, right?
Do you sit at home and just make this shit up in your head?
I'm not making it up. It's the truth.
Do you just go home and be like, how can I justify the
I'm not trying to
bullshit I'll be on?
I'm not justifying any of my bullshit because I be on bullshit and I tell people up front. I'm not trying to justify anything.
All right. Fair enough. I will say this. You are upfront with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that.
All I'm saying is everything's casual until it's not. The first time you meet somebody, it's a casual conversation, and then you decide together if you're gonna be friends.
But the intention can be a little bit different if you with different wordings. So when you say casual relations, people know what that means. So their intention is going to be a little bit different when they approach you. But if you come in like you want more than just casual, then people will change the way they act and how they approach you.
So they just not being authentic.
Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do what?
Cause you know how words are important to people.
They are important,
and things change.
They can change
when you.
So somebody could say, "I want something serious," and then be a douchebag.
And they act serious, but they're going in with the intention, knowing
but they
that
end up being a douchebag.
That's most women out here who get played.
Right. I come in, I want something casual, and then we in a 2-year relationship 2 years later.
But I agree with you. I'm with you. I live that life as well, to where it's like I'm up front. You know this.
Well, but here's the other thing. Here's why I think casual is so great. Because it gives people a chance to be who they really are. When you say I'm
with you.
When they be like, I want to be married.
That. Right.
Yeah, you got all these expectations and this and that and all that,
yeah,
and it's just like
real high. I'm gonna tell a story. I hope she don't get mad at me for this. But I ain't gonna say no names. I ain't gonna say who it is. But if she ever see this, I hope she don't get mad at me. So I have a friend, right? She just told me a story recently. Because this just remind me of like casual dating. Mm-hmm. She said she had met a dude. Some dude was like hitting her up on Instagram. You know how it is, sending the hard eyes, this and that. Casual conversation on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say the city. She went to another city. She ended up in that city he was in. Oh yeah, come see me. Woo, woo, woo. He came. She was at a family event or a friend's family event. Mm-hmm. He came there. She was like, it was real sexy of him because he was able to just mingle in with the friends and family without having to be next to her the whole time. Mm-hmm. So she was like, yeah, I saw that he was talking to everybody. I can go hang out with my girls. He was with the fellas. This and that. It was kind of like one of them things. Then she was like, yeah, after that, they were planning on going to, I'm going to tell it straightforward, then I'm going to see how you react. They were planning on after that event, going into another event to, it was a late night event, like a grown-up jazz type of thing. But for some reason, it ended up not going, ended up getting canceled. He was like, yeah, you can come to my crib, this and that. Hey, I swear to God, I had the same exact response as she was telling me this story. Continue. So wait. So long story. So
continue, please.
She was like, oh, I don't have nothing to move this and that. He was all right, it's whatever, I'll take you. So they went to pharmacy, whatever, CVS, whatever was open. Got her toothbrush, got her some, some girly stuff, shampoo, all the stuff that she needed for, to spend the night. They get to the crib. Long story short, they watching movies. Boom, got to it. He a munch, so he went straight to just nom. Right. She was like, I don't wanna. I'm celibate right now. I don't wanna, do the intercourse or whatever. He was like, cool. Went back to eating. He was trying to slide in. She was like, nah. Ooh. So they ended up going to sleep. Next morning, he woke up, tone changed. She was like, she was folding his clothes, his laundry, folding bro laundry. He was like, oh, I got something to do today. This, that. What you about to do? Kind of like,
Get out.
Basically.
Yeah.
So then I guess he texted her. I could be wrong on this part. I don't know if he said it there, but I think he texted her after, like, it was fun, this and that, but I don't think we vibe. Something like that along the lines of that.
He didn't get to clap those cheeks.
So I guess to this day, he hasn't really checked on her.
Why would he?
And we know what's funny? Oscar, as soon as she said, oh, yeah, he took me to the store, this and that, I was like, my first response was, okay, so when did he ghost you? That's all I asked her in the middle of the story. She's like, let me get to it. Because that same, when I was like the CVS pharmacy, the same look you had, I said, all right, so when did he stop texting you? When did he ghost you? Because that's what's going to happen. I told her I could tell you how this story went before you even got to sit down and tell me.
I knew how the story was going to go when she was like, oh, it was real sexy. He could mingle by himself. That's when I knew.
Why you say that? Because that didn't get me. That didn't make my doggy ears go up.
The reason why that made me say, ooh, she better watch out. Typically.
Oh, I see where you're going. I know
yeah. Typically, people who are really good at dealing with people have dealt with a lot of people.
I was about to say, I've been there before.
Yeah, they dealt with a lot of people. And look, I'm telling on myself because if you drop me in that situation, I'd be fine.
I'd be fine.
I'd be able to mingle, whatever. I might not necessarily ghost you because you say you celibate.
Right.
But anyone who's good in those situations, that should make you think, all right, how many times have they been in this situation?
Right.
Because it ain't the first time. And it could be a professional thing because
the only reason why that didn't draw a red flag yet for me because I'm a social person.
That was a yellow flag for me. It wasn't a red flag.
It was, we do a yellow flag.
Yeah, that was a yellow.
I need a horn. I need a horn for the. We need a horn for the yellow flag. Flag.
It was yellow flag. That's a thing, right?
No, it's just red and green.
Oh no, yellow flags.
Okay.
It's like you not quite a problem yet.
But that could be something.
Yeah.
Later. As soon as he said go to the CVS, I knew he's done this before.
But
that was some like that's some real nigga player. I'm trying not to cuss. That's some real player.
Some player stuff.
Player stuff that you know what to do when a girl come over. Like,
oh, you need some stuff. Let's go by here. Let's pick up whatever you need. No, where it would have been really, but that's still kind of yellow flaggish.
Red flag. If it was already at the house,
right. If he already had everything,
if it was already at the house.
Oh, don't worry, I got an extra toothbrush. I got shampoo. I got this. I got the. That'd have been red. He might have already had it.
Back in my day,
just didn't tell her.
Yeah, that's true. Back in my day, I stopped doing that because a girl, she called me out on that. She's like, you do this a lot, huh? Because I had toothbrushes under my sink. I had a bunch of toothbrushes under my sink.
Did you have electric toothbrush at the time?
No, I didn't.
All right, so you could have played the bunch of toothbrushes off. Girl, I like to change.
Nah, they was the cheap ones. I had the nice toothbrush, but they was like the ones.
No. So if you gonna do it, see, here's how you be real player.
Here's how you play it. All right.
I'm gonna tell some stuff I shouldn't be telling online. But if you gonna have something extra, make sure it's what you would use so you can play it off.
Yeah, nah. See, my toothbrushes be like $9, $10.
And then you got the pack of 15.
The pack of 15 for $2.
$5.
Right. Yeah, nah. We ain't doing that. Yeah. But I see where you're going though.
Yeah.
But yeah, when she was telling me the story, I was like, and then she was like, oh yeah, we didn't do it.
I already knew.
Yeah, I was like, yeah,
if he went to town, because like, damn, I'm just telling all the business.
Tell all the secrets?
All the secrets. If he just went to town straight up first time out the gate, oh, he was trying to smash. Because like if he had smashed, he would have stopped going to town like that. He wouldn't have kept doing that.
I ain't gonna lie, on the first night, you straight munching is crazy.
Well,
like that's just what you want to do?
I mean,
it's for me personally.
Where the only way I probably wouldn't have had done that is if it was a smell I did not care for.
Man, I didn't clap some cheeks past the smell.
No. I'll clap the cheeks. I won't munch.
Oh yeah, okay.
If there's this, I do is
we some freaks.
Sometimes you gotta do a smell check.
How do you do your smell check? You just do it while she's looking at you?
Yes.
You have no decorum.
Well, but so here's the fact. And sometimes it depends on the situation. There's some situations where I'd be like, and there's other ones where I'd be like, they try to
like
sneak it in.
you don't like warm up the oven.
Yeah, you gotta warm it up.
You don't warm up the oven.
You
and
gotta
then-
warm it up
and then
before you do
kinda
the
like
smell
when
check.
when she you know what I'm saying, kissing your neck or something. You don't.
Oh yeah. I'll do that.
Oh, okay.
I'll do that
I thought you
sometimes.
meant like
It
she's
depends.
watching you.
It depends on the situation though. I have done that too.
You are a menace to society.
But you definitely got to warm up the oven before you do the smell check,
Yeah.
because when the
okay.
juices start flowing, the smell could change.
Oscar is a menace. But yeah. But that just brought back. That is what just to wrap it up.
He's like, we're gonna talk
that-
about this.
That conversation, which is the mingle, the Christian mingle, reminded me of that, like duping people. Cause like,
Oh, I'm not gonna dupe them. I'm like, I'm not Christian, but I'm on Christian Mingle.
fair enough.
I wouldn't dupe. I don't want to dupe anyone.
Fair enough. But okay, her situation, was that casual?
Her situation,
Because to me it seemed like, because there's more to the story, but
yeah,
I
you can't put it all
yeah.
out there.
To me it seemed like he wanted more from her than what he got.
He wanted to clap the cheeks. Let's clear that
Yeah,
up.
We all eventually want to clap the cheeks of a
No,
woman.
not
Connor.
eventually. He wanted it that time. I think so. It's hard to tell if the situation was casual, but like I said earlier, it's casual till it's not. And because they were doing Instagram flirting and everything, that's a
If you don't hit on the first night, are you upset?
nah.
What am I here doing?
No.
You're not upset?
Nah.
Oh, that's the comment. Oh yeah, go continue.
Here's the problem he had.
Because I ended up calling Stacy and I ended up calling my boy Joel when I was hanging out with her to ask the question about. But continue. That was
Here's the problem he had. She said, "I'm celibate."
and he continued.
No. Well, yeah, that's a problem too.
What you mean no?
That's a problem too. But I'm saying the problem he had, she said, "I'm celibate." So in his mind, he don't know when he gonna clap the cheek. And he's like, I ain't got time to be waiting.
When he said that, he should. I think he should, as a man, I think he should ask a little bit, a couple more questions. Like, what's keeping you celibate? Like, what would make you not want to be? Is it a relationship? Because most women are like, I want to hold it until I would be my man or whatever.
Yeah.
What is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even be worried about that.
yeah, you a nut.
Because here I'm gonna date him,
You a nut.
and they're either gonna give it to me or they're not, and I don't care either way because I'm gonna get it somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And then there's another topic I want to bring up because she was saying some wild shit, and I was like, girl, bye.
what she say?
She was like, we got off that, ended up having a conversation. She was like, yeah, because a woman should be able to go to the club, grind up on a dude, have fun, this and that, and he should not want to do anything with her that night if we just having fun. Like that's fun. I'm like, what the what the hell is fun about you getting rubbed on all night and you got to go home with blue balls? Like I don't think y'all realize that's a real thing for us.
you know,
She was like kissing and grinding up on somebody or this and that. I was like, girl, I set boundaries for myself to where I won't even allow a woman that's going to grind up on me like that, kiss up on me like that, if I know for a fact she not going to bust it open later on.
but here, you know what the similar thing to that is?
What?
When a man won't marry a woman for 15 years. It's the same as her grinding up on somebody in the club all night, and then he don't get what he want. She not getting what she want and then he break up with her.
Ooh.
After 5-10 years and not marry her, break up with her.
You
Leave her.
sending shots at me or something?
Huh?
You sending shots at me?
No, I
Now, one, it has been 15 years. Two, you know how I feel about marriage.
I don't, but we could talk about it
She
later.
know how I feel about marriage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's similar. But I think that's actually a
But
bad.
no,
that's a bad
it's
example.
not a bad example. It makes sense because if your partner is expecting something, so if a woman is expecting marriage and you holding off, Yes.
It's similar. It's a very
similar. If you grinding on a man and you know, and I was telling him, I'm like, bro, like it just take 3 times, not even that, for you to grind up on dude and he hard in the club now.
Yeah.
It don't take
3 times.
That's why I said, man,
If
not
it's the
even
right
that.
one,
If it's the right one, it could be a look or you just saying some stuff.
you touch his neck the wrong way.
Man, I tried to tell her, she was like,
But women, this, I think a lot of times in these types of conversations, men and women talk past each other.
that's what we were doing.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because, like, I've heard women say, and I've even had a woman say, "Don't sexualize me like that." But you wearing a shirt and your nipples is poking out the shirt,
Or you showing ass.
you wearing
like,
your skirt is here, and I can see the bottom of your ass cheeks.
Because when they say that, I do see where they come from.
I know where they're coming from.
And I do see, as a man, I know where we stand. Like, yes, no man should force himself on a woman because of how she dressed, looks, acts. None of that should take place.
He shouldn't even make comments. He shouldn't even stare hard, right?
Right. But as a man,
it's like, damn.
When you dangle something in your face that's like that,
right,
you can't expect us not to at least feel some type of
some type of
reaction. That's like dangling a fucking. Oh, I gotta stop cussing. Sorry. That's like dangling like a steak in front of a lion.
Right. It's like
a lion's natural response is probably going to be hungry and eat it.
Yeah, yeah.
But to be like a lion, like, nah, I'm gonna have some decorum about myself, and I'm gonna just sit here and I'm gonna wait till they place it and sit it down to it, and they let me know it's time to eat. Like, what?
Do you think?
Like, what are we talking about?
And we might need to phone a friend for this one. But do you think when women sexualize men, is that looked at as okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, and it's a double standard that they don't see.
And here's why I'm not hella upset about it, because there are a lot of double standards that work in men's favor.
But we understand that. They don't, a lot of, not all, some women don't understand the double standards are parallel in some way, shape, or fashion. Like, there's double standards that we have that they don't have, that, that benefit us, and there's double standards that benefit them. Right. It's life.
Yeah.
We're not equal. We're equal.
Yeah,
we're equally important,
right,
but we're not equal.
I like that. Like how you said.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you with your woman and a dude busting the door, who's gonna fight him off?
Well, if she's an MMA fighter, maybe her. But in a normal circumstance,
even then,
yeah,
because there was a video of an MMA fighter, a professional MMA fighter chick. She was fighting this dude that just got off the couch, and he beat her ASS. Men are just naturally stronger.
Yeah.
We're naturally stronger. We have more power.
Right, right.
Like we punch harder, kick harder. Like,
yeah.
I even tell my homegirl that she be in the gym. Like, she go to the gym every day, and I don't go to the gym.
I'm gonna outlift you.
And I can outlift you on a normal day.
Yeah.
Because that's just what you know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, there's nothing wrong with that.
How we built.
It's how we built. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. Yeah. So I think there's double standards, and then she got off, and I got my boy Joel on the phone. Shout out to Joel, and he is very articulate, and he was able to just
put her down,
put it where.
That's the one that made the beat.
Yeah,
you mad?
Yeah, you mad.
That's my joint right there.
But
for that one.
But yeah, that's kind of yeah, man. Like, I don't know why all of that just came out of nowhere, because that wasn't even a topic.
Well, when I started talking about Christian Mingle, we got on.
Yeah, because you a POS. That's why you a POS for going to Christian Mingle. This man ain't even this man ain't even a Christian.
I'm spiritual.
That's why I don't want to say it, but I know that. But it's like you're not a Christian. Why go to Christian Mingle?
Because I used to be a Christian.
So did I. I don't like this.
It's just another, You don't like this?
This for you. I don't like this for you.
He's like, I don't like you being a troll.
I don't
Please
like
stop.
this for you. Nah, I love it, but I don't like you going to Christian Mingle.
I'm not gonna get on Christian Mingle.
I'll believe it when I don't see it.
Look, you can check my dating app folder. I don't have Christian Mingle. You can check it anytime you want.
Not yet.
Here, look.
Oh, you got a whole.
Yeah, I told you I got enough. I'm on enough. I'm about to start reviewing dating apps.
I mean, at this point in time, what's that? 3, 6, 9, 11?
It's more because I got some on this other page.
Oh
too.
my
Hold on.
God.
I think. Hold on. Got to go to the recently installed apps. I got the Match app, but the OkCupid kept pushing me to Match.
All right, so what's the difference between
All the dating apps.
each app? Like,
It's just feature sets mostly, and how they kind of present the dating experience. Like Tinder was revolutionary in the sense of with the swiping left and right.
right.
Because before that, it was like, I don't think you swiped, but you still had to like people a certain way.
Right.
But it was revolutionary in that.
Yeah, I remember back in the heyday when me and my baby mama first got together. She tried to accuse me of having Tinder one time. I was like, "Girl, what the fuck? I mean, girl, what the heck I look like on Tinder?" I've never it's been that long, so I've never had any type of the closest thing to a dating app that I've ever had was Instagram. Because Instagram can technically be.
Yeah, you could use social media
Yeah,
apps as dating apps.
Yeah, you can. Instagram could be a dating app.
If-
As I told the story, homegirl.
Bro, I didn't slid into some DMs and got some dates.
Yeah, it's not hard.
I've done it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, Black Planet.
Not Black Planet.
Black Planet was it.
All right.
Did I see this? I think I
No,
seen this one. Did I send this to you?
Ye-
What's your name?
Let's do this one. Let's do this one.
Hold on.
I don't know how to pause it on Facebook. Oh, there we go. Go ahead.
We doing picture in picture?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Jairus?
Williams.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. And what do you do?
So I'm a Marine vet and I'm a Christian recording artist. I sing.
Nice. Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
Well, what are some things like?
Did
to
you
do for
watch
fun?
this?
I love the water. I'm a water baby. So,
Okay.
I'm the only home birth out of all 8 children.
Wow.
So,
She say all her
Oh, my
kids got their
God.
own daddy.
That's funny. I don't know why that was funny.
All they kids got their own daddy.
Hello. Welcome in. What's your name?
so my name is Jairus Williams.
Jairus.
Jairus Williams.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. And what do you do?
So I'm a Marine vet and I'm a Christian recording artist. I sing.
Nice. Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you.
Well, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I love the water. I'm a water baby. So,
Okay.
I'm the only home birth out of all 8 children.
Wow.
So I love the water because I was born in the water. So
Okay.
I'm a little fishy, you know. I'm a little,
Hey, yo, pause.
you know what I mean?
Okay. And what are some things you look for in a woman?
She got to be God-fearing for sure. And she got to be kind. She got to be gentle. She got to be loving.
That's usually what
And,
Christian
she
Mingle
also
look
got to
for,
support
Oscar.
him in everything that he do, just like I'm going to support you in everything that you do.
Got it. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Somebody who's not willing to listen, willing to learn, willing to grow in their relationship with God. I understand that some people may not know who God is or never have an experience with God. But if you're willing, like God expects us to be, I can rock with that.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop balloon.
That's all
Let's
right.
head on over there and see why she ended up popping. Hello. If we can start off with your name and age.
My name is Jasmine. I'm 24.
Okay. And Jasmine, why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think you're very handsome,
Sure.
but it's just not really my type. But you're very handsome.
Okay.
And I love the words you spoke, so yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And so what makes him not really your type?
I think he's really handsome. I just think that,
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And he spoke beautiful words, and I love that, but it's just
I like
not
how
really
she's
my,
not dissing
I
him.
think maybe the girl. maybe that.
Oh, I'm from Texas, so that's how we get down. So.
It's nice though.
Oh, I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
She said, I think it's the grill.
And no, she's someone that's your type.
It was something else.
She's very
For sure.
beautiful. I don't really do a whole lot of approaching.
Okay.
So, not that I'm against it or anything like that, but she's definitely so, like, very, very beautiful. So, absolutely.
Thank you.
Let's go to our next lady. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Alexis. I'm
Hello.
24, and I
she a
popped my
hello.
balloon because, like my sister said, you're very handsome.
Oh, they sisters?
You're, very
Yeah.
well put together. Thank you for your service, by the way.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.
It's just not like you're not bad looking. I'm just not like attractive.
Okay. That's fine.
I
The
actually like
pops
the
in the
girls
background
too.
are so
I
funny to
appreciate
me.
it.
It's so funny.
It's crazy. Like what?
So I know you said you don't do a lot of approaching, and they are sisters, so you said you.
Oh, yeah. We definitely don't do that. I'm a man of God, so. Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't say you approached them both. I
Oh.
meant say like they're twins.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay.
So I know you said she was, she was beautiful, all that stuff. So
Absolutely.
is she someone that's your type as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Just wasn't approach.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm
Let's
just
go to our
curious
next
why
lady
he getting
here.
all these pop
You're-
balloons.
I'm curious to what the hell you mean by he don't approach.
Hello?
Alaya, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I know exactly what he means.
I have
when
a
he-
fear.
He don't approach.
What the hell he talking about?
It ain't his type.
Mm.
They not like they beautiful because
But they
there's
just
lots.
not his type, right?
They not
right,
his
right.
type. They not somebody that he
Okay.
gonna go out his way be like, yep, about
Yeah.
to go put my A game, spit my A game to her. It's like if it happened, cool. If it don't, whatever.
Mm.
That's what I think.
The dating guru over here. Yes, sir. Let's get back to it.
I can't swim to save my life, so that wouldn't be a good match for me.
I can't swim either, so
Boy, in a what?
I'm being honest.
But you love the water.
I got a life jacket. I'll stay with him.
I got
So
a life
I got
jacket.
one for you too.
mean-
I had one for you.
It was
Prepared.
that. You prepared. Yeah, but it was the water.
And the Marine- don't you
thing.
gotta know how to
I thought that
swim
was
in the
like a
Marines?
big thing
I'm not
for you.
tripping.
It was like in your lifestyle, and I
would
didn't want to
think.
be,
Maybe you was
intruding
lying.
on that.
Oh, I
it's
appreciate
About being in the
that.
Marines or
okay. I mean, he said he can't swim. He got a life jacket for you. I don't know, but it seemed like he want to do a lot of water activities, and I,
oh, he liked her. She was
I don't
bad.
think I could
She is
do
bad
it,
though.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
She is. I like-
so she's
I
someone
like
that's
her.
your type.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. I still wouldn't approach.
They typically do better with the lineups. I wasn't impressed with this lineup.
I think the first three look good.
They look good, but sometimes they be having some lineups, and I'd be like,
This, from what I've seen, this lineup is not
I'm
too
very
bad.
particular.
Maybe
Okay.
towards
Thank you. Let's go
like
over
the next
here.
couple ones we about
Your
to see.
name and age.
I'm Asia. I'm 25.
How you doing?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even approach
And
her
Asia,
either.
why'd you end up popping your balloon?
No particular reason. It's just feel like not really my type.
Okay.
I love that what you were saying about the Lord, though, for sure.
For sure.
Resonate with that.
they don't want a nice
Yeah.
guy.
What kinda
Don't
makes them
none
not
of
really your
want a nice
type?
guy.
I think it's
Little
something
taller.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
you know
We hear
what
that
it is?
sometimes.
I think it's
we
something
can't
else.
change our height, so it's all good.
Okay.
You know.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, so we the
Not
same
bad.
height.
Not bad.
He looked
It's
tall. He
alright.
looked tall as hell standing
And now
next to
she's
them.
someone that's your type.
Well, because they short.
She's very
true.
attractive. Still would not approach because I'm very particular. I know what I'm looking for.
Right.
Thank
She
you.
thick.
So let's go on over
that's
here.
That's what he said.
Your
He
name
a
and
bit-
age.
Princess, I'm 23.
Okay. And Princess.
Hello.
Princess, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Fuck. I
I
didn't mean to cuss.
would say at
Oh my
first it was
God.
the whole
Oh my God. She said 23. Dog. Is that Gen Z?
I don't know.
Whatever generation that is,
Ain't it?
they all look old.
It's the food
I think it's the drugs.
and the drugs.
I think it's the food, drugs, social media. God, Lee, shit.
Why you going so hard on that woman? Let her live. Let her live.
I'm letting her. She can live. I hope she's 23, so she can live longer and prosper and grow out of whatever.
Grow out of it. She ain't gonna do nothing but get worse.
I do believe people can. Oh my God, I do believe people can age backwards.
That Benjamin Button.
The Benjamin Button. I hope she get the Benjamin Button. I hope she
Stop doing
drink
whatever.
more water.
Drink more water. And
That's the cure for everything I heard. So
whatever her makeup regimen is, she should stop that too.
It ain't even that.
No?
It's the whole get up, from the outfit to the hair.
You know what? Ooh, this is gonna sound so bad.
I already sound bad, so you might as well.
Have you ever seen someone they tried to accomplish something
And it
but
don't work out?
missed? That's
Yeah.
what happened here.
That's not
You
no.
don't think so?
That's more modest than what I'm saying. I'm just saying she looked bad. At least you saying she went for a look and it didn't work.
Yeah, I
She
think
might-
that's more so what happened
And
with
she
her.
might look better in some
Yeah,
a different, maybe a
it
different
looked like
setting.
it looked like she tried to do something that she normally doesn't do.
Okay,
That's why it's not working for her.
I can see that.
Because she's coming on the show and everything, so she's trying to do something to look whatever. But if you had just done what you normally do and maybe jazz that up a little bit,
Like she looked like she could be a stud to me. Like she looked like a stud playing character as.
maybe she
Dress it
is,
up.
and just
But that's the energy I get from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she ugly. I'm just saying she looks a little bit older than what she is.
I think they all do.
Yeah.
Even including him. Ain't nobody on that
But
stage.
I was like, you know, that's
under
not.
over
But then the more I
26.
thought about it, I'm more so spiritual. I've been
They
trying to
had to-
figure
they had
out
to
how I
pay
feel
him that
about
man outfit.
religion. You know, I grew up Christian and into that, but I've been figuring it out myself. So I feel like, you know, I feel like you probably want someone who's already finding their self with God type.
He
type.
just said somebody willing
Not
to learn.
necessarily.
Yeah.
So I'm a Christian recording artist. I'm a Christian man. But my debut album is called Coming Into Faith. So it's telling my testimony. I was still in the clubs. I was still drinking, smoking, partying. I faced death and stuff like that multiple
Why do
times.
Christians
so,
feel like they have to say they're Christians every time they mention religion or anything? This I could probably, if we were counting how many times he said I'm a Christian, we would be drunk.
I feel like he's trying to convince himself and other people.
I don't, judge people where they are. We can grow together if that was going to be a thing. You know what I mean? I just wanted somebody who was willing,
Yeah, I
You don't
respect
have
that.
to be like on this high level, like
Right.
super like pastor and this and that. Like, no, absolutely not.
Okay, I feel that.
hmm
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm 25.
Hello.
Oh, attitude.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
You think she's spicy?
You're really cute. I'm just not a fan of piercings.
Oh, that's okay.
Do I think she's spicy? What you mean by spicy? Spicy can have a different meaning.
Like she got attitude and
Yeah.
doesn't go too hard about.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
it.
want to be around her.
I mean, yeah, it's just piercings.
Oh, okay. I respect that.
Off of the energy that I'm getting.
And now she's someone that's your type?
She's very attractive. I know I'm saying a lot of the same things, but at the end of the day, I just still wouldn't approach. Not anything against you or anything. Like I said, I know what I'm looking for. So,
Respect.
but you are very beautiful. I want to let you know that.
Thank you.
For sure.
All right, let's go over here. Your name and age.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 22.
Hello.
Hi. The
Yeah,
reason
they do not look what they say they is. Or am
I'm
I
saying that's
tripping?
why I just
God.
this lineup is interesting.
They look old as shit.
Think so?
I'm just feel
Yeah.
It's given at least 30
like
for all of
more
them.
like close friends.
Yeah.
You know, you're attractive.
I would
like,
peg them all
I
around
like it
my
all,
age,
but
or not around my age, but closer.
For sure.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just getting like we can have like a real good bond. Yeah.
She friend zone though.
Feeling the same
Yeah.
vibes?
I appreciate the friend. How she said we can be close friends and things like that. But I'm not looking for friends right now. I'm looking for love. Somebody to marry and cherish, and have kids with and stuff like that. So.
Understandable.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
So my name is Paris. I'm
Hello.
28. Hi. So I popped my balloon because I'm an ominous and I don't want it to get to a point where it's just like it becomes forceful in a situation. Like everything you list is cool. Like I'm like a person that I'm supportive of everything and everybody and whatever their journeys are. It's just that it's gonna always be an issue, like in the future. Like, when are you going to, come back? And I kind of graduated from religion, so yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I was about to say we're graduating.
But you is handsome as fuck, though. I ain't finna lie. Okay.
I appreciate you. And you're very beautiful. I just wanted to say, from the bottom of my heart, God has saved me from a lot of things. Like I said, I faced death a lot of times.
I told you.
He's the only
Sound
one
like
that
you're
brought
trying to
me through.
convince himself or something.
So I can sing. I have a gift to sing, and I'm very good at it. And so I gave it to
Ain't
the
sung
Lord.
nothing yet.
And
You
he
see
gave
his
it back to me.
mannerisms?
And he said, go reach my people. I'm going to give you the message to convey. Now go convey. And I'm going to be an obedient child, and I'm going to do just that.
Watching this
So
back,
nothing or no one can detour me from that, but I do appreciate your honesty and being upfront with me. Absolutely.
Right.
But
She didn't even
that's
ask
just
for all
my
that.
calling, and I
She
don't
didn't.
force that on anybody.
Understood.
she didn't even ask for
Thank
that.
you.
Thank
She
you.
said, it's my
Let's head
calling,
back
and I'll
this
force that
way.
on anybody. And you literally
Okay,
just sat
so
there
that is all the balloons
and
popped, but we
gave
do thank you
a
very much
whole
for coming on.
goddamn
Let's
Thank
go
you.
ahead and give it up
soliloquy.
from ladies.
Thank y'all, ladies.
a whole soliloquy about what God conveyed. No, I was just trying to figure the words out. What God conveyed you to do when she didn't ask that. She just was like, "I'm on my own time. I don't want you to come. I don't
Right.
want you to bring it up later." And he went to, "I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian artist."
He.
Even though he said it 30 times. Okay,
So what do you think it was?
I think they think he was gay.
Really?
Yeah, big gay, choir boy, singer. Jesus
Really?
Christ.
Why?
Big gay. One, he gives his mannerisms to me is very. It could just be on this show, and I'm only speaking about what I see. I don't know the young man.
Right.
Man, that's why I was like, you don't see his mannerisms. Like, there's certain little subtle things a man would do, and you just be like, ah.
That's true. Like, so when the first time I watched this,
And when you said he's trying to convince himself of something, that could be his salvation from, or his idea of what salvation is from being gay is finding God and
having a wife and all that.
he's trying to convince himself that. I have a friend who just got heavily into God. His whole life is all of a sudden Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that's when I even put it on myself. I don't even tell my friends, fuck it. When I found Islam, it was kind of the same thing for me. So I was like, I wouldn't put it on everybody, but I post a lot about it, this and that. And I kind of had to catch myself because I started asking the same question that you just said. Like, am I doing this for them or am I doing it for me? Do people have to know? Or if they ask, like, don't get me wrong, I'll still post like a quote here and there, but it was like I had to post something every day. I just felt like I had to post something every day. Do I have to do that? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, my iman is for me and Allah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my belief is that. But I don't have to put it out to the world. Somebody asks me,
Yeah.
I'll tell them. We can have a conversation, and then they ask me more questions. We can have that conversation. But I'm not gonna force it on you. You're just gonna see how I move, and then you might ask me. I feel like he's like, I'm this, I'm that. Cool. It does say in the Bible, stand strong on your faith, stand strong in what you believe. But
Right.
it's also like you stand strong in it when you're being challenged. Nobody's challenging you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody is at.
It looks like he's trying to convince.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. But I think they think he's gay.
Interesting. Maybe.
What would you think?
I was. That's why I was confused by it. But like, if they think he's gay, then
Yeah.
that's clear.
Because it was like, y'all, you
Because none of them were like, "I don't like you."
none of them said
None of
nothing
them negative.
bad.
None of
That's rare seeing these type of
yeah.
clips.
None of them say anything bad or negative or like it was just all. It was all like they're looking for a reason not to like him.
Right.
And maybe if they do think he's gay, they ain't trying to out him or
Yeah.
be like volatile or any of that. They're like, well, or they might not consciously know that's what they thinking. They may be subconsciously thinking it and be like, you know what? there's something off here. I don't
Yeah.
quite know what it is.
I think the girls who said about the religion stuff, I do think they genuinely mean that.
Yeah,
Talking
yeah,
about for the
absolutely,
talking about for the
absolutely.
other girls who just like, I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, they.
You know what it is to me.
Oh well, they might not know. They might.
Okay.
They might just be kind of. Have you ever just sent something
Matter
off
of fact,
about somebody?
I can prove my point right now.
Hmm.
Oh, girl, you just remind. He's like kind of like a friend.
Oh yeah,
He's kind of
yeah.
like a friend.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think I've met a woman that has ever told that to me unless she just wasn't completely attracted to me. And
She wasn't attracted to you.
She didn't say that about old boy.
Yeah, yeah,
She didn't say she wasn't attracted to dude.
yeah. Just saw him as a friend. Ooh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
So
she,
that means she had
like,
she had her thoughts.
but she reserved them because she, you don't want to call nobody
Yeah.
bad on this type of show. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we didn't see some.
But we didn't see some random stuff. But also, some of it was provoked. I don't think he provoked.
He didn't provoke anything.
Any negative energy. So if they would have gave him an attitude or gave him some type of, come on now, like that's just you. Because dude, don't get me wrong, dude handled like a gentleman.
Yeah.
He handled everything. That's not my type. I wouldn't go up to her. No, not me. I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. I'm a Christian singer. This, that. Very, very firm in what he believed in. So
Right.
he didn't say anything wrong. He said they all look beautiful.
Yeah. He was lying.
Which in they all, and I mean, in they own
They
right,
all
they're
are beautiful.
Yeah, but
Like,
are
he
they?
didn't say any of them were his type.
He didn't have to because they might not be his type. I'm glad you picked up on that joke. They might not be his type, Cuddy. All right, so do you want to go to the video? I sent you 2 videos.
Oh, I might have watched them.
With Cam Newton, the doctor.
I don't think I watched that one.
Or it's a lady. I forgot. I don't even know her name, but she coming hard. She coming hard.
All right, well let's go ahead and cue that one.
She coming hard. Hold on, wait a minute. Well, yeah, get out the messages. Hold on, we ain't got there yet. Pimpin'.
Why don't you save it in the folder?
Because I saw this on Threads, so I gotta.
So I tried to watch it, but I couldn't watch it.
So I gotta make sure that we could pull it up on Threads first. Wait, I sent you another video, but it's not there. Where's that one at? Oh no, it's right there. It's just another.
Yeah, I tried to pull this up, but I couldn't watch it.
Okay.
I couldn't hear it.
Because it's on Threads.
In your dysfunctional norm that you become
All
comfortable
right.
with.
Okay, so go ahead.
You've learned to survive in it. You're not thriving in that.
I don't know who this woman is, but she read Nick Cannon up and down. And I'm still on the fence about if I agree with her or not.
Uh-huh.
Let's just see it. Let's just go ahead.
With my abandonment.
Because you are in your dysfunctional norm that you become comfortable
But
with.
it's worked. It's become a superpower.
But you've learned to survive in it. You're not thriving in that. That's not thriving. You're surviving in that.
Okay.
And so anytime you are surviving and not thriving, there is no cape. There is no superpower. There's no superpower in a lack of mental health. And there's no superpower.
But it's worked for me. Like you said, I mean,
you know why it worked
read
for you?
me well.
You know why it worked for you?
Why?
You know why it worked for you? I'm going to go there, and it's probably going to be, okay.
Go ahead. This is
with
Look how uncomfortable Nick started getting.
With all due respect, seriously, to all the women that you've encountered, ladies, I'm saying this. The reason why it's worked for you is because you have chosen and to prey on low-functioning women who don't have the emotional intelligence. No, I'm going there. Who will allow you to do that, Nick? And when I say allow, it's not a control thing. When I say allow, I'm not saying that she sits across you and says, this is what you won't do, you're crossing a boundary. Nick.
I disagree.
Yes.
This is why I disagree. I mean, one, because
because why you gonna make sure? But you gotta go in protection mode too.
But I'm saying because you could say from the high, all the high value women that I've
but I didn't say high
experienced.
value.
But okay, I'm giving compliments. But I'm just saying
I'm like, wait a minute.
for the people
there's
who
a
are
difference.
even of them being, because
Nick,
first of all, we are.
low-functioning women will allow you to function low with them. Nick, you could not function that low.
So this is
Nick, you could
everyone's
not
low
function-
functioning at
Baby,
some point in their
you
life.
could not function low with a woman of my functioning, not
See,
because
now you
I'm superior,
challenging me.
not because I'm superior. Listen to me say this really quick. Not because I'm superior to any other woman, but because I do have leverage. I've been in my field for 17 years, so we get that. But I've done the work, meaning you won't have an opportunity to get hostile with me, and you may want to flee, but fleeing would not get you a payoff with me. Wait a
I'm
minute.
not the hostile individual.
Well, this is what that's my point. Did you hear what you just said? We said the same thing. You would never have the opportunity to get hostile with me.
Yeah, because I control myself.
Hold on. Okay.
I have full control of my. But in your sense, because that's what I'm saying. Because even only reason I say what I disagree, because at some point we've all been low functioning.
Yes.
And we have to accept that.
Yes.
So to
Absolutely.
label that is like, all right, well, at some point everybody's gonna be in their low state. Everybody's gonna be vulnerable. Everybody's gonna feel empty.
But
Everybody's
therapy,
gonna yearn something.
mental health,
and when
and
it comes to
tools.
relationships, the beauty of a great relationship is where I'm weak, you are strong. So therefore, I have dealt with some people that balance me and are equally yoked. And at times, have I been manipulative and prey on certain things? Yes, because I'm a man.
Right.
And
but not all men do that. We don't want to blanket
I'm a
all
man,
men.
and I
all
will
men
take
do
advantage.
not prey and manipulate. Not all men.
First of all humans prey and manipulate, but in a man
Not
in a relationship,
in a praying way. Not in a praying way.
if I see that I can say, okay, I feel like I need this and this person has this, I'm gonna do and say whatever I need to do to get that.
But Nick, again, law of attraction. We
Yeah.
attract who we are despite of who we think we are. You used the word, you said women who are equally yoked to you.
Yeah.
Equally yoked comes in many different facets.
100%. Balance, if anything.
They have been equally yoked to your low functioning dysfunction that you have learned to survive in.
Because I use my tools to because first of all, let's you're acting as if I'm entering every scenario
Look
with
at it.
the full me, and we all every time someone meets someone, you're meeting their representative. I know how to turn on the perfect man.
Depending
and
on
so
the
therefore
person.
I may
That's
have
where he messed up.
manipulated a situation, and therefore so it's to no discredit to anyone else,
I
but
got you.
I've come into every situation. I can be God-fearing, celibate, the one that you want. I can tell you everything that you want in a man and show you that. I can open the doors, lay down the cloak, send the jet, do it all to be like, oh my goodness, I've never. And then Toxic Nick shows up, and you like, this motherfucker got me.
No, but
he
what
done
you
gave
said
me
is
the
perfect.
draws, and I ain't heard from him in 3 weeks.
What you said is perfect. No, what you said is perfect because you named all of the low-functioning, superficial things that a low-functioning woman would fall into.
Church,
women,
that
baby,
ain't low function.
Baby, any woman,
We going to see the Lord together.
any woman or man,
Or the mosque,
any
wherever you want to
person
go.
who
I know them both.
any person who's done the work, who gained a sense of self, who's worked on their pain pockets, who's worked on their trauma,
Are still gonna
who's
be
worked
vulnerable.
they're going to be vulnerable.
They
They're
still
going to
gonna yearn.
They're gonna,
And late
they're
at night
gonna
when
be
you're
imperfect.
sleeping alone, you gonna
No.
go, I wish I had a strong man
They're
to rub
going
my
to be
back.
imperfect, but that person would want a strong, healthy, functioning man, not a low
Sometimes it
functioning
just
man.
being a nigga with some good hands.
Not a low functioning man. No, that's what I'm saying is the difference. But
every woman, you can't, Doc, you can't sit here and say that.
But you're speaking from
Even
your
at the
experience, which makes it
highest
better.
I'm saying,
because your experience of these women is that they fall short for a jet and a good meal and a good man who says he goes
And
to
some
church.
strong hands.
A high and let me go further, and probably a big penis. But okay,
You said it, not
so let
me.
me go. But again, a high functioning. I'm not even talking about value. A high functioning woman who's done the work. Who's done the work.
I'm trying to hear what this high functioning
that does
woman
not,
is.
But a high
No, he
functioning
not.
woman.
He
You
not.
cannot send a jet.
He's trying to
be
change
toxic,
the
and she will
conversation.
go on the
She don't
jet.
know I'm toxic yet.
A high functioning woman wouldn't even attract you, baby. Because it's law of attraction. Stick with me. Just stick with me.
Oh my
Nick,
God.
Nick, regulate your emotions and stick with me. Regulate your emotions and stick with me. Listen, what is law of attraction? We attract who we are despite who we think we are.
Absolutely.
Think we are.
Absolutely.
Okay. So a high functioning woman is not going to attract by default. By her calibration, she's not attracting a man who is not perfect. The man has got all kinds of mess. So does she.
So does she.
But when it comes to the level of her calibration and functioning and mental health and doing the work, she's gonna attract that at which she is, that at what she leads with. So let me say this. Do I get on private jets that I pay for myself? Absolutely. Have I had a man do a wonderful, beautiful things for me? Absolutely. Have I had rocks and this and caught off weddings? Of course. But let me say this. Prior to me doing the work and being a high functioning woman, I attracted low functioning men. Hold
So
on.
you're saying you're a high functioning
Let me
woman who
finish.
attracted low
No, that's not what I
functioning men?
said. I said prior to me doing the work and becoming a high functioning woman, my low functioning self attracted low functioning men. Hold on. That, you know why I attracted them? Because I needed low functioning to feed low functioning. Okay, hold on. A low functioning man cannot feed a high functioning woman, and a low functioning woman can't feed a high functioning man. And so what I'm telling you is there is no equally yoked there. If a high functioning woman is a gallon, okay, and a low functioning human being, let's just go human being, not even man
Now
and
she
woman.
got props.
We got
I think it
props.
cut off right
This
here.
is the high functioning person.
This is the high
okay?
functioning woman right here.
Just a person. Let's just.
Woo! She ate him up.
Cuddy.
She ate him up.
When I saw that, and she got Cam Newton too. We got that clip next. My God. When I saw that video, actually, no, you go first. What's your first thoughts?
I'm just started looking at my relationships and seeing like
he said, who's the low functioning?
I'm curious like where my function like
Where your function is?
Yeah, like I'm just like
I started replaying some shit in my head like
where am I at? Because like
yeah.
Cause I like looking at my relationships because I tend to say I have about 5 relationships going on.
Right.
And just looking at like who those people are, what those people are doing, how those people feel being with me, how I feel being with them, like all that stuff. And like, and then.
Wow, he got the little laugh. He said,
you know, it's interesting, right?
What?
You remember when we first started hanging out together and you were like, if you did these things, you would attract these women?
I knew he was going to go there. I knew that was going to come up eventually in this conversation.
I'm curious if, am I just not attracting them because our function levels are different? I'm not going to say they low or I'm high or whatever, but we just function on different levels.
Yes. Yeah. You function on different levels. And I even because I put myself in that situation like, do I attract low functioning women? But when I look back on it, and the women I attract, I attract low functioning women. But the ones that really attracted to me are the ones that usually want more from me outside of what I'm presenting.
Right.
So then I had to, like, it was like okay, yeah, everybody can attract a low functioning person. You know what I'm saying? Just like off of the way they look.
Yeah, I think what you were probably thinking to yourself, who stays around?
Bingo.
Who stays around?
Those are the ones that tend to be a little bit more high, quote unquote high. That's gonna be the new word for the rest of 2024. I promise.
High functioning.
That's like the new high functioning. They're more of their frequency is a little bit higher.
They function on a level more
because they know I'm not like. I went to the club last night. I was with my guy. Shout out to my bro. I ain't gonna put his name out there. Met up with a little, you know what I'm saying, little yeah. I mean, she had a friend, and he was like, "Get on." I looked at the friend one time.
Like, no, thank you.
And I was like, nah, it ain't even mine. And the friend knew not to, because her friend was like trying to tell her to come talk to me. And you could just sense the energy of like, she knew I wasn't having it. Like, she knew I just wasn't into it. You know what I'm saying? And then they was trying to like, because you know I don't drink. Like, here, have a drink. And I'm like, nah, I don't drink. They was like, you got a low functioning activity to me. Have a drink. And I'm just like, nah, I'm cool. And old girl saw that, and then she just went off and did her own thing. And I was like, okay, cool. So you know I ain't on that type time. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but like the doc said, I can be on some low functioning vibrational-ish, and then I could have attracted, like, I could have just been like, oh, yeah, I don't drink, not for any particular reason. Give me a shot. And I'd have talked to her, and she'd have went for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was on like, nah, that's not what I'm on right now. I don't really care to really talk to her like that. I don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's funny.
if it happened, all right, cool. But it's like, what we talking about? Like, I'm not pressed. Like,
Right.
so that's when I was. 'Cause I saw that, and it kind of just reminded me of that, and I was like, that makes sense. Because we and Nick has some points because we are human. So we're never always on a high frequency. That's just not.
Yeah, frequencies change. They go up.
They go up and down. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I be on some low frequency beats.
Yeah, like I
all the
want to join
time.
Christian Mingle and talk to.
That's not quite what I was thinking about, but yeah, I see why you said that.
Yeah, I want to be on Christian Mingle just to get, you know what I'm saying, so that Christian cheeks. But nah, it's we all, everybody be on we all get to a point to where we reach high frequency and low frequency, and we attract. I have a homegirl who I noticed when she's up here and when she's down here. When she's down here, it's hard for me to speak to her
And be around.
When she's up here, we connect, we cool, we kick it, this and that. Like when, cause I didn't realize that until I saw the doc with the two, and then everything started playing in my head. No wonder I stay away from people who always sad. No wonder I stay away from people who always seem depressed. No wonder I stay away from people who always complaining about something. Like, that's not my frequency. We all go through stuff in life, and it's gonna happen. But if you always, I can't be around you, bro. And I don't even know if that makes me a high frequency person, but it don't make me a low frequency person. You know what I'm saying?
I just think you are trying to be around the frequency that you're on.
Yeah, and like I said, that's why I say what Nick is saying is valid as well, because
some validity.
Sometimes, like, if they in a low frequency of something's always, I might be in that day that's like, man, you know, life is getting to me, so I might be able to relate to what's going on in that time, but it don't take much for me to bounce back up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like that. She was being nice.
Think so?
Absolutely.
Think she could have wrestled him harder?
Absolutely, because she actually what she I didn't see the whole thing, so I don't know what she said to him prior or after that.
Yeah.
But I know she hit Cam Newton in the face. She for sure hit Cam Newton in the face. Let's go ahead and
pause it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, go ahead and play it first. I gotta hit the volume button. It's cool. Ain't no messages there.
See my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
Okay, so I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent
I
of this
just want
then?
God
Or by
to
your
bring
wife?
them. I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active, okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts. at the expense of your fear. And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I'm gonna build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't gonna create a home in them. I'm gonna wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still gonna be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody. And then I'm gonna build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're gonna feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
Okay, so I'm not married.
Oh,
I have beautiful
I
children.
was like, that was a great
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker.
Whew. Is she a therapist?
She got a doctor in front of her name. You call her Doc. I don't know.
I'm trying to hire her as my therapist.
Because you a freak. That's why. You saw she was attractive.
No.
You want to clap cheeks.
No.
Because I do.
I'm not saying
I'm
not saying I wouldn't clap the cheeks. What I'm saying is I'd be very curious to see it'd be interesting to get her take on who I am and what frequency I vibrate on everything. What?
Yep. You got an idea, nigga, where you vibrate at? Where your frequency is?
I mean, I have thoughts.
And what is that? Let's be honest. Let's do self-reflection right now. Self-reflection. Where are we on this, what is it, frequency chart?
I'm between low and high. All the
High
time.
vibration chart.
I be vibrating all over the place.
You do.
So it's like,
because you'll be like, she not on my level. And then, got it, understood. Understood.
I'm more so like,
majority, where would you say you think you are?
I'm a good mid.
Mid is always a funny word, but yeah.
Like,
I think I function really high. Don't do that. What, you shaking your tambourine over there? When it comes to women,
I can give you that.
when it comes to anything else, I might be functioning low. When it comes to women,
the reason why I say I could give you that is because when I started pointing out certain people who were interested, you didn't even have a clue that they were interested. Probably because you don't vibrate on the level they vibrate on.
See?
So that's why I say I give you that.
Proof is in the pudding.
I give you that one.
He said, anything else? I'm mid. But like, only reason I say women because we was talking about relationships.
Yeah.
Because I think you, in your life, as you as a person outside of women, I think you function very high. Your business, your life. I'll just say that without saying what you do. Your life
Outside of women.
Outside of women is a reflection of that.
Yeah. I got a lot of trauma around women, so
I could have told you that.
I think
we talked here enough for me to.
I got a lot of trauma around there, so I think that's
and that's probably why you in the more of the
on the
low end of the spectrum.
Well, so and it was interesting. I'm on the low end around some actions, but the people that I have consistently in my life.
But that's my point when I
was
say because when these people that you have in your life are a reflection of who you are as a person and your work, which makes you know what I'm saying. Like that's why I say that. Like, but then when we have these off camera, off mic conversations about certain things, I be like,
What did Dr. Dre? I just wanna all the nights I never had. that be having me vibrate on a low frequency.
I look, and sometimes we do that. I'll even vibrate on a low frequency if I see a chick in the club and she, you know what I'm saying? And you just be on that type of, you be on demon time. It's what it is. You know? It's and I will say this, being in the club is very hard to function.
I can't. Yeah, I.
But you do it though.
When? How was the last time I hung out at the club with you? Like
when we been to the club, you sat there, you didn't drink, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. You might have tried to get at a girl or two, but I mean that's normal. That doesn't mean you're functioning on a low level.
Right.
It's just you approach somebody because you see the beauty in them. Okay, I mean we all do it. I would say, and this is my opinion on it. If I saw you drinking, or if I saw you like crashing out, or if I see a girl trying to get you a drink, you drinking because she's drinking, to me that's like, yeah. Well, now you like that'll be what if I would have did last night.
Yeah,
I'd start drinking and let's go like nah, bro. Like
I tell you when I do be functioning, I vibrating low.
I know.
I'll be going to the dance parties.
Yeah, the ballet.
Yeah,
adult ballet recitals.
Yeah, those are fun.
So what you think? You think this the new word? Like,
this high
functioning
and low. Yeah, people are gonna take it out of context and make it something it's not.
She's the female Kevin Samuels.
Do you think so?
I think that's if she continues to go down this path of what she's doing. I think so. Because that's 2 interviews right there. I just feel like she was on point.
Yeah.
It was nothing that you could see the discomfort in both of them. Mm-hmm. You ain't never seen Nick move that much. He was slouching on the couch, sitting up. I didn't do no course. I'm lying. I just studied body language because
he was hella uncomfortable.
I wanted to get at women a lot when I was young, so I studied body language just to see like if a woman was into me, not like to manipulate it, but just like so I know my cues and when to get out and when to not.
Should I even approach?
Yeah, I'm saying so. I whole hour. I even watched the presidents and how they shake hands. It got all the way down to that, like political. Just watching them, both of them,
uncomfortable.
That
means she was striking a nerve.
Nick, she struck a big nerve. Cam was more subtle. He kind of like, you could tell he
ain't had nothing to say.
He was conscious of what he was doing to not make it seem like he was triggering. And I give Cam a little bit more credit because he let her talk. From what I seen, he wasn't like jumping.
He wasn't as defensive as Nick.
Nick was defensive, cutting her off, wouldn't let her talk. It was to a point to where you know you losing when you start speaking to the people over here.
Mm-hmm.
That's like when you arguing with somebody and you're like, bro, would you tell me? Like, why you going to the next? We having this conversation,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So
I'd hire her to be my therapist. She might cost too much, though.
Oh yeah, she made an appearance on Nick Cannon and Cam Newton show. It's gonna be a bag for that. You see, she said she paid for her own jets. Them ain't cheap. I heard it cost like $20,000 just to fill it up.
Yeah,
I would love a therapist to come, like some type of, especially a woman like that, to come read us.
What's her name? We can invite her to be on the
I don't
show.
even know her name. That's the thing. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Do a clip and invite her onto the show.
Let's see. Cam Newton, Dr.
Do you really expect to find God?
Dr. Bryant. Don't got a full name. Her name. Oh, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Somebody just did a comment. He really expect to find a God-fearing woman on a show like this? Laugh out loud, laugh out, showing all they sexy curves except for the whole world to see. People need to leave God out from these shows.
Oh, that was on the Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I mean, you can expect, you know what I'm saying? I do believe you, just to answer that question, I do believe you can expect somebody to be a God-fearing woman because I don't think that show is necessarily, from what I've seen, I don't think that show is necessarily super duper bad or just raunchy. I've seen shows like that to where they took that same layout and it's just ghetto as hell and it's just everybody ghetto on there, which I've seen that. But her show, that show specifically, it's very much modest. It does have its moments, but it's very much modest. So I do believe that you can find a God-fearing person, whether it's man or woman, on that show.
But here's the other part about it, and this is something that was I used to think I was a simple person.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm hella complex, but I'm probably simpler than most people.
You're actually just being your business partner. You're actually so simple to where it becomes complicated. Because it's like you do exactly what you supposed to do. But sometimes it's like,
oh, I wasn't expecting that.
We need to do outside of exactly what we supposed to do.
I will do outside. It just depends on the situation.
But that's when it becomes complicated.
Yeah. Well, there's more to that. We could discuss off camera.
Yeah, we can leave that there. Yeah.
We can leave that there. But I said all that to say, people are complex. So, do I think you could find a God-fearing person on a show like that? Yes.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
There's parts of that person that might drive them to that show, but there's other parts of them that have that God-fearing in them or have that I'm ready to be God-fearing, so I'll work on this with you. Because he did say
work.
times,
Yeah. He did say
you don't have to be there, but if that's where I want someone who wants to go there. So it's interesting.
It's funny. This whole show has been about dating
Relationships.
and relationships.
Yeah.
Like literally, the whole show has been about dating and relationships.
I should have a relationship show. I crush that. No, I wouldn't. It'd be terrible.
No,
Grammarly now uses AI to help you write, not just
I think you would question if you
What is the status of the school?
Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey. What is the
Hold on, I'm
status?
pulling out the-
That's a good question, and
Next.
it's tough.
The meat and potatoes.
Family is the source of everybody's trauma.
Institution that you add
Black people.
We're talking about successful people.
Are they talking about building institutions?
Where because this is layered.
He's
Better
on his way to
choices-
60 now.
Most of the country
You
knows.
didn't want to
who
see the
was
status of the
And of
school.
course,
He
BT
been
on my
how
white
long he
folks.
been
We understand, right?
building that school?
Do with your family. The worst.
Dr.
thing we can
Umar
do
been
with black
building that
people
school for
is
10
invite
damn
everybody
years.
to the table at the same time. That's a recipe.
that hip hop.
Dr. Umar been building this school for 10 years. So the next clip that we about to show is a clip of Dr. Umar. He's in a heated debate. I believe the guy's name is Mouse, I believe. I don't know the podcast name. Shout out to these fellas, though. Shout out to these guys. Looks like they're putting in work. It's a debate about hip-hop. So Dr. Umar says hip-hop for the past 50 years has been a detriment to the black community. And what you smiling for? Nah, what you smiling for?
I have lots of opinions about this, but we're going to let Dr. Umar and I want to see what they say before I go into
Well, let's get straight into it then.
before I go into my BS. Hold on.
Professor,
Hold on.
look at
All right.
are idol worshipers. Look at how they live. I don't care what they profess. Look at how we live. Are we really worshiping God or are we worshiping money?
Dr. Umar, I got a challenge. I got a challenge.
Introduce yourself to the audience one more time.
It's Mouse Jones. I'm back. I just want to challenge some or just get a bit clarity for my own. When you say that hip hop isn't of the hood anymore, or hip hop has become this thing, are we talking about the culture of hip hop, or are we talking about the industry of hip hop?
I'm talking about both, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
I don't like when we have conversations about the degenerative side of hip hop and members of the hip hop community, which we all are, will try to scapegoat the degeneracy as gangster rap.
Yeah.
And say that the culture of hip hop is something different.
Right.
That may be true. But you know what the problem is?
What?
If that is true,
Yeah.
why don't those who claim to identify with the progressive side of hip hop do not hold accountable those who engage in the degenerative form of hip hop.
How do you?
In other
hold-
words,
go ahead.
take the BET Awards, and of course, BET owned by white folks. We understand, right? But guess what? The positive and the negative are on showcase there. There's no delineation made. On all the hip hop platforms, the positive and the negative are on display. There's no delineation there. So if we want to make a delineation between what is hip hop and what is not, we got to do it more than in a conversation with Dr. Umar. Because the question I would ask people is Jay-Z hip hop?
Yes.
Most people say yes. Well, look at the content of his music. Isn't that degenerate? Is Notorious B.I.G. hip hop? Look at the content of his music.
Okay, so
Is that-
so
but
so
stay
this
with
is
me,
why
stay with
I'm
me,
with you. I'm
stay
with you.
me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we can't call a kettle black on Monday and red on Tuesday. Either it's hip hop or it's not. And before you respond, let me give you an analysis to make it a little bit more clear. Let's take the African American Muslim community.
Yes, sir.
And Christian community, right? There's brothers who go to the masjid for Juma
Yeah.
on Friday.
In the outside wilding.
And they
Friday,
outside
Saturday.
wilding.
Yeah.
And when you go to the imam and say, that dude right there just took a life the other day. You let him for Friday prayer. You know what he gonna say? Then he's not living Islam. But if he's not living Islam, why the hell he in your masjid? Do you see what I'm saying? You're looking for a way not to have to engage the negative elements because you ain't got the courage to step to them and shut that shit down. And that's what's happening in hip hop. The conscious artists and those who claim that the gangster rap ain't really hip hop, why you ain't saying that to the gangster rappers? Why you ain't going to the BET Awards and saying no more nominations for negative content? If you disrespecting women, if you promoting violence, if you promoting irresponsibility, guess what? No more nominations for you. If that ain't hip hop, why that ain't been done yet? Show me the accountability.
I think the accountability happens on multiple levels, but I don't think hip hop holds itself accountable.
Thank you.
I agree with
Thank
that.
you.
I
That's
agree with
where
that
I'm at.
1000%.
Yes, sir.
I have a video where I discuss hip hop being in desperate need of a Me Too movement.
Yes.
I talk about this.
Yes.
You know, we've come across each other and
Yes, sir.
stuff.
Yes, sir.
You know, through Unc, through Charlotte.
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, I'm always saying that. I think my problem is that when we sit as black people or members of black people as members of the hip hop community, we can't allow outsiders. We can't allow people, and sometimes it's black people that are outsiders too.
Okay.
Not every black person is a participant or lives the hip hop culture. You may be a black person, but the hip hop culture you may not subscribe to, right? So just because you're black, I don't look at you for that, right? I need to know that you partake in the hip hop culture, that you subscribe to the hip hop culture, to have such not talking about you.
I got
and
you.
I'm saying when we're looking at that, basically. So to say that, I say the degeneracy, saying that is a part of hip hop, I don't know if it is. I know it's a crime. I know that it is a byproduct of. Most times, it's a byproduct of poor, of being poor and growing up in poor, underprivileged communities. Like you said, you're a political scientist. I know you've seen it. Is when opportunity meets underserved communities. That's why when they talk about crime in black neighborhoods, why? Because that's where the most poor people are, right? Crime happens where there are poor people. So
that's not rain.
Is it? Yeah, that is.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah. So that's what I would say. I don't know that the degeneracy is a part of hip hop as spring what's going on in Palestine or what's going on in war-torn countries.
With you on his grounds. A journalist is trained to report the news as it occurred without passion or prejudice. Our hip hop artists do not report their experience without passion or prejudice. They report it with both passion and prejudice, and they glamorize and glorify it.
So far, what we have seen, what's your thoughts?
It's interesting. Look, am I a part of the hip hop community? I don't know.
I wouldn't say you are.
I don't think I am.
I don't think you are. But that's to Miles what he said. There's some black people who are not a part of the culture or the hip hop culture, which is fine.
Yeah.
But your opinion
on this?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a lot more complex than what they talking about.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna go to somewhere.
Take it.
Where we gonna argue, but I'm not.
You don't know that.
I'm not trying to argue with it.
You don't know that.
I don't. I think
I might be functioning
on a high level, on high frequency today. Jesus. Should we? Are we gonna go back to this video?
We'll keep playing it.
Okay. Essentially, I think there are outside influences on the hip hop community that are pushing a narrative that is probably it's probably difficult for the community to regulate because the people pushing that narrative are putting money behind that narrative. And because the money's behind the narrative, everybody wants to be successful first and foremost. And some people are willing to be successful even if it means pushing
a different agenda that they don't agree with.
Correct. Because I mean, even if you look at Tupac, like I love Tupac, right? Before he was on death row, his persona, and then his persona after death row. So he was pushing a narrative that wasn't necessarily, you know, it was like he was told to push a certain narrative, so that's what he did. So I think the hip hop community has suffered because of that pushing of a certain narrative because it has the money behind it.
And I don't disagree with you at all.
Wow.
I don't disagree with you. I know that.
Yeah.
We've been on the pod and I said the Jews run the music industry. I said that.
Yeah. I mean,
I've said that multiple times.
Yeah.
Well, look at me. This part I agree with Dr. Umar. As far as like, there's no accountability or consequences for what you feed into the culture, and there's no distinctiveness between this is my real life, I'm an artist, or this is my real life, I'm really about this, versus I'm an artist and I'm just telling a story. Because everybody's an artist and they just telling a story. They're just telling what they see around in their environment when they standing in front of the judge because they got a RICO case. But when they not, I ain't no internet nigga, I ain't no rapper, I ain't no this, I ain't no that. I'm really a street this and that. So it's like we don't hold nobody accountable for it's like, dog, like you're an artist. You have the opportunity of a lifetime. You make a lot of money that a lot of people don't have. You're put in positions that a lot of people are not put in to feed yourself, your family, and friends, and the people around you.
But I don't think it's that cut and dry. Like I know the people in the hip hop community should be holding the other people accountable, right? But I think the hip hop community has been taken over by
hijacked.
Yes, by outside influence. So the people within the community don't have the power to hold those other people accountable.
That's what Dr. Umar gonna mention later about like institutions and having like he's like, what are they building? What are they Let's just get to it. Let's get to it because they start to heat up. This just all right. Shout out to whoever this is.
Get your money, YouTube.
We're not. Yeah, we're not. No.
But I can talk about what I've seen.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not even challenging that.
Ghetto can be transformed into relevant institutions,
In
bro.
that
Don't give me no
case-
handouts.
in
Don't give me
that-
no charity.
in that-
If I sold dope for 30 years, and I gave it up, and now I'm raising my kids, am I off the hook for creating a whole generation of drug addicts?
What have you done to amend for it?
What has he done to amend for it?
He's openly giving money to underfunded communities.
Stop. How many schools has he built?
None.
Stop. How many hospitals has he built?
None.
Stop. How many banks has he built?
None.
How many supermarkets has he built?
None.
I don't care about nothing else you got to say. Relevant institutions,
In
bro.
that
Don't give me no
case-
handouts.
in
Don't give me
that-
no charity.
In that case, are you any less useful or
Absolutely, because I got two
impactful to the
schools and
community?
one about to open. You damn
But
right.
if no one can benefit from the schools, what's the difference? As of right now, in this moment, if no one can benefit from said school,
It's a big
then
difference
how is it
because
different
even though
from
the children can't go to the school right now, you're talking to a man who saved more black children from the school to prison pipeline than any black man ever walk in this country. So I'm still relevant. How
And
many
you
he
would-
say from the school to prison pipeline?
Everyone he's employed.
How many people he employed? I bet you I say
From
more than
Rock-
him.
from Rock
How
Nation
many
to
of them?
Rockefeller.
But my point is, to whom much is given, much is received. I'm not a billionaire. He's a billionaire. You understand? So, to your point, you can't compare him to me because I'm not a billionaire.
Mhm.
A billionaire gave out some charity. That's not enough. Billionaires should be building institutions, not giving out charity. And I like Jay, so this is not about Jay. We could talk about Tyler Perry, we could talk about Puff, we could talk about Serena, we could talk about Rihanna, we could talk about Tiger Woods, Bob Johnson, we could talk about any billionaire. We're just using Jay as the example. My point is, if you're a billionaire and you ain't built no institutions for black people, what are you really doing?
That I'll give you.
I'm not gonna give him that.
I'm not either.
gonna give him that.
I'm not giving him that either.
Because it's like you could be a billionaire but not own your money, right? So, and what do I mean by that? Let one of those people start trying to do the stuff Dr. Umar is talking about and see how quickly they're not a billionaire anymore.
Right. Okay, I'll take a different approach because I can't see what you mean by that. Dr. Umar is trying to say you don't have any schools, grocery stores. What else did he say? Banks. Granted, there may not be that, right? But someone in the level of a Jay-Z, I'll even go ahead and say the Diddler. They've employed so many black people that it has fed the economy. You get what I'm saying? Like
Impacted the economy.
It's impacted people's lives.
Right.
People were able to send their kids to college by being a A&R at Rockefeller. People were able to feed their families. People were able to put people in positions to make a living through, you know what I'm saying, their labels.
Yeah.
Like, rest in peace to my cousin Jess. We know who she works for and what she did at BET or the Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she worked in that industry.
Right.
And she was able to have a successful career through that.
Right.
So it's like
off the hip hop culture.
Off the hip hop culture. So you can't say just because there's no hospitals, grocery stores, schools, that it's not positively affecting the black community, the black and brown community, because that's not true.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who don't have degrees who are managers,
right,
record label execs, because they know the culture
right.
of hip hop.
And someone gave them the opportunity to be there.
Someone gave them the opportunity, and they built the plane as they was flying, like a lot of people do in most jobs.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I can't agree with that, bro. Like, I get it. I get where you're trying to go with it.
Right.
But as far as like, and then he tried to bail himself out and give himself bail to whom much is given, much is, what did he say, received.
Yeah.
Bro, you've been given a lot for these two schools that are not open.
Yeah.
You're giving more. We've given you more than enough time.
Right.
More than enough chances, and a hell of a lot of donations. Not me particular, but
people
but the community, black people.
Right. Yeah, we did take a different approach. I don't know. I've never had that much money, right? That's clear. But it's like when you a billionaire,
right?
Do you own your own money, right? Because you at that level, there's stuff that you see that normal and average people don't see. There's stuff that you have to deal with that normal average people don't have to deal with.
Right.
And then most of that money, it's not
not liquidated.
It's not liquid cash, right? And like I remember one time when I was younger, I asked my dad, I was like, well, somebody has that much money. Why don't they just take it all out? And, right?
Right.
And he was like, well, they could do that, but then they'd probably be blackballed and wouldn't be able to spend their money anywhere. Because you pull that amount of money out of the economy, you're going to mess some stuff up.
You mess a lot of things up.
Right?
You mess whatever ecosystem that you have your money in completely
right
up. Like, messed up all the way.
So for Dr. Umar to say, these people aren't doing these things, can they? And will society
they?
let them?
Are they? You don't know what they're doing.
Or what they have their hand in.
You notice he didn't say LeBron James.
Right.
LeBron got a school. So you don't know what people are doing.
Right. Behind closed doors.
That's putting. Well, it's in the front because LeBron is LeBron, so of course they're gonna talk about it. Like you don't know. Even I just saw Black Sam. Like this just lets you know how people move in the background. Black Sam, Nipsey Hussle brother, finally did an interview after some years of Nipsey passing. He was like, "Yeah, we couldn't find a church. No black churches wanted to take Nip for the funeral. They did it at the Staples Center because of Karen Civil and LeBron James." You don't know what people are doing on the back. We never heard that until today. And Nip was killed in 2019. 2024.
You saying no black church would?
Nope. That's what Black Sam said.
That's crazy. Nip could have came up here. I'd have got him into my church.
You got a church?
I have. My mom has a church that she goes to.
I thought you were trying to be funny. Okay. But you just don't know what people are doing, and then to tell people what to do with their money is crazy. Because let's just say, all the black billionaires do put something together, and then create this big this ecosystem with a school, hospital, grocery stores, like a whole city for black people. Are black people ready for that?
Is America ready for that?
I'm not even going to that grand of a scale. I'm talking about the people that it's built for. Are we ready for that? Can we go in there and really defend ours, what was built for us? Because we can't even figure out. There's black women online that's literally saying that they will pick the bear over the man. Let's be real. Are we ready for that?
It pains me to have to say no.
There's men out there that don't look at women as humans. They look at them as Pound Town toys. That's a crazy word.
Pound
Town toys is crazy. But are we ready for that type of change?
No. I don't think so.
Most people don't even see the value in themselves.
Very true.
They vibrate on that low frequency.
Yeah, but I'm about to ask a question. I don't know if I should ask this.
Ask it.
Is Dr. Umar a fraud?
I personally think he is a scammer.
Right, because where your school's at, dog?
Yes. I personally, but see, here's the thing though. Just because I feel like he's a scammer, some of his points are valid.
They still valid.
Yeah, some of his points are valid. I will say that.
He's very smart.
He's a smart man. We don't know where his real doctorate is. We don't know if he's actually related to Dr. Marcus. Marcus Frederick Douglass. He said Frederick Douglass or Marcus Garvey. One of them two. He said he was related to, or I think he said he was related to both. That's why the school is named that. Something along the lines of that. Mm-hmm. We don't know none of that right now. He's just he's a black man who is pro-black, Pan-Africanism. He's very, very intelligent, speaks well, and he's trying to build schools.
Charisma too.
Charisma, and he's trying to build schools that we don't know what it looks like yet. And to me, that is the perfect build of a scammer. Like if you want to build a scammer 101, it would be the profile of a Dr. Umar. Yeah. Because when he talks politics, I hear what he say. He was like, look, I don't want nobody talking to me unless we got tangibles. But apply that same ideology to what you
do. What you doing, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I had a whole conversation with a friend on Facebook about it because I was like, I would never vote for Kamala Harris. I don't give a damn what's going on. And I'm not endorsing Trump, but I wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris because you're not going to play black in my face. You ain't going to cosplay black in front of my face. I seen we see family pictures of how you grew up. I don't give a damn if your daddy was born in Jamaica. He's still a Hindu man. There's a lot of white people that was born in Jamaica. Hell, there was a lot of white people born in South Africa. You're not going to cosplay me. Sorry, fire. You want to continue or what's up?
Is there anything relevant?
Let's see here. They start going at it for real. Cadillac, electric. I didn't see that word. 300 mile range. Yeah. We doing free
Everybody
ads.
can say that shit. Elon Musk got a couple black people on the payroll. That don't mean shit.
Elon Musk didn't come from black. He's not a black person.
My point is.
Oh yeah, that's when we was talking about the he was doing an example of what I said, like the record labels pay people to black people. He was like Elon Musk can hire black people.
You can get a job from anywhere, whether they black or not.
But now
That's
you're
not
getting
a
a
unique
job.
benefit.
Now black
but
people.
You're still talking about individualism, bro. A few people. You've been around for 50 years. The most popular music.
Well, see, it's not a few people. It's more than a few people.
It's a whole like.
Because when it's
whole
not
families.
individualism. Well, it could be individualism, but enough individual people will become a community.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
In the world, billions and billions of dollars, and all you can tell me about is a few people can get jobs? That's bullshit when you look at the cost that the black community has had to pay for hip-hop. A whole generation, 2-3 generations of black kids growing up thinking the best thing you can do is be a damn gangster.
I can't. That part I can't give you. Does hip hop need accountability? Absolutely. Does hip hop need a Me Too movement? Overall, do we need to have things in place that make sure we respect women and women are safe working in these spaces? Absolutely. But will I sit here and trash hip hop and say in 50 years, it's done nothing for the advancement of black people? I've given you multiple. You just won't accept them. I can't control what you accept.
Jobs are not institutions. Jobs are not institutions.
A job is within an institution.
I get what he's saying.
I give you my.
Rockefeller will be an institution.
Yeah. Rock Nation.
Rock Nation was an institution.
What's his?
Rock Nation Sports, Rock Nation Music, Rock Nation Events. It's an institution.
Right.
I don't think. See.
Well, and
I just hate that black people fall for people who have cadence. Their speech cadence is similar to Dr. Umar, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all the black pastors that we have. Their cadence is very much that, and black people run to it.
Because it feels safe.
It feels empowering. That goes back to body language.
Yeah, it feels safe, and it's what we've seen in church.
It's because black people are looking for
a savior.
Thank you. We're looking for a savior instead of saving ourselves, which will benefit the whole entire community. Because the individualism becomes enough individual people come together with power, it becomes a community.
Right.
But we don't see it like that. That's why sometimes I can't agree with Dr. Umar, because you want everybody to help. You want everybody to help with your school.
But you got to help yourself first.
Thank you. Like,
your
bro,
glass got to be
just
full.
imagine if Dr. Umar would have opened up one school that was small. He could have bought something like this. And he said, you know what? I have 15 black boys that I've been mentoring. This is what they've done. This is what they're doing now over the past 10 years of me, because them boys, if they was 15 then, they would be 25 now. So we would have something to go, some results to show. This is what they've been doing. This was their curriculum. This is what they've gone off to do as 25, 26, 24-year-old young men.
Yeah.
We don't have anything.
And who's all these people he saved from the...
We don't have anything.
No tangible results.
Even I can go out and say I've changed people's lives, and I can show you DMs from this week, people telling me that. What are you doing to benefit people's lives? We don't see it. Yes, it sounds good for content. You sound good speaking at events, and where are the results? The same thing I would ask Kamala Harris. You've been in office for 3.5 years. You could have done something. You were gone. You weren't even making speeches when Joe couldn't even formulate his name. Like, what are we doing? I'm not about, no. Same thing with this, man. I'm not about to get into this with you. You got to show me. I done had enough pastors sit in front of me and tell me what God was gonna do. I don't need you to explain what God is gonna do for me. Yeah, it sound good. But I can go pray for myself and get that same spiritual healing if I open my heart up. I don't need the fancy words. I don't need the word salad. You got to come correct.
Don't need the word smithing.
I don't need it. A lot of yeah, man. I was gonna say some stuff, but I don't know if I should say that. Yeah.
I'm done with him.
He said, I'm done.
I mean, it's just to your point. It's just a lot of talk.
Yeah.
And look,
We can take it off.
not saying we much better because we got a talk show too.
But even then, like, we not trying to save the world.
Nah, we not.
We trying to save ourselves. And eventually, once you save yourself, you have the means, the resources, the rights to be able to change the person next to you. That can change the person next to them. That can change the person next to them. Telephone at this point in time.
Yeah.
And that's how you change the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 100% with you on that, and that's why I was just like, we gonna have a difference of opinion. I'm like, I'm vibrating high today.
But you funny. I'm vibrating hard today, my dude.
What you about to say? Hello?
Yeah, no. I'm trying to adjust something on the camera, but I can't.
We about to wrap it up.
Oh, okay.
We almost on the thing for 2 hours.
For real?
Yeah, it was 1:45.
The sun done went down. It got all dark on the.
You feel me?
But all right, well, let's wrap it up then.
Oh, the way,
I have no clue what that was.
I don't either, honestly. But it was a great song. Today was a great episode. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how everything wrapped in together. I didn't mean for that to happen, by the way.
What?
How everything just kind of like
just went.
Yeah.
Even my random Christian mingle.
Yeah, like that was hella random. I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, what? But yeah, but it kind of made sense. But anyways, you notice I didn't even do the intro.
We did not do the intro today. we just went straight to it.
Hey, straight to it.
No lube, nothing.
Yo, that's crazy. He said, no lube, nothing. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, man. If you got this far, thank you for watching. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm your boy Lonely Mossy, aka Key Mossy, aka Guy Dawson. Here, my cousin
Oscar.
We up out this thing. You in?